Hello and welcome to Spreadsheet to Cloud Database Systems series. We're going to discuss the features and the services that this system can provide, and also how to customize and make changes, modifications of the system for module as we go along. And in the end of this series, we're going to give you the name of the software that we used for this review. In this video, we're going to discuss the inventory management system. That is the products, the list, um, the sales order, the deliveries, the accounts, and the part of the vendors are the purchase requisition, the purchase order, and the incoming stocks and creation of receipts. If you can still remember on our previous video series on spreadsheet to cloud database systems, we discussed the sales order management system, and we showed you how to customize it. Also, the procurement purchasing management system, also for the manufacturing production management system. And this time, we're going to discuss about the inventory management. And of course, how are we going to customize um, the system that will fit so that it can fit to our company. Okay, so let us start. Okay, this is the first module of our inventory management system. We're here at the module for locations. And the next that we will discuss is the inventory, the location balance, the outgoing stock, incoming stock, and inventory transfer. So again, to show you the features, if you click on our tools, you can perform editing functionalities. If you want to edit multiple records, you want to mass update and send emails, or even SMS notification for our team to be received on their mobile phones. And the next is the export, where we can download our spreadsheet files, PDF. We can print, create automatic reports. Um, Later on, we're going to give you the types of reports that you can generate automatic using the system. Okay. We also have the mail merge. You can publish this on web. Um, so if you're trying to work from home, team members or personnel, even in the production, in the office, in the manufacturing department, can see your activities online. Of course, using their secured access or user access only. So it has time scheduling or report scheduling, and then also we have the import. You can import data, create sheets from other files, and other functionalities. We mentioned reports. So when you try to click here, um, we have the dashboard report. So, and the ranking, the pivot list menu of what we should do. The label marker, this is good for our inventory, and the address mapping. This is being used by the logistics department, so it can detect by simply typing in the correct address, uh, uh, deliveries, and our personnel on the logistics department can easily detect on map using Google Maps location or address of the suppliers, the customers, and other locations. Of course, it's nice to know the statistics represented in line or bar graph. Okay, you can use charts and grouping reports and pie charts and other reports that you need for your company setting. Okay, so let us start. Let's try to add another record or for the locations. Let's try to click new location. Location. code 3. Okay. Drop down on the contact person. The only users that will appear are only those that are registered in the system. Production line 3. This is warehouse 3. Okay. New location. So this is okay. And let's try to save this. And let's try to hover on. Okay. So we created a new record for our location, and we did it here in what we call the details view, where you can see all the details for this particular record. And when you try to go back here, we're now on our list view, wherein you can see the list of the records. So record 1, 2, and 3. So great. We have our third record. Okay, like we mentioned earlier, we're going to show you the features and the services that the system can provide, and also per module along our discussion we're going to show you how to customize the system. Okay, so for us to do that, let's click on the change design button that is located here, and then let's try to add a new component. So just click here on our left panel. You will see the add components tab. We have also the field settings and then the form settings. This time we're going to add a component. So we're going to click here on the add component, and just below you can see the different fields that you can use. Let's try to click on free text. So let's start up other remarks. So this will just so drop down, put text. Let us try to save, and then click exit. Okay, so there we have it. No other remark. Let's try to save. Okay, so as you can see, we just added another component, which is another text field for that. Okay, one way to customize our current module. So this has an effect on the other records. So let's try to check. We have it for our third record. Let's click here. This is warehouse 2. This should be warehouse 3. Okay. You can see this. This is an address field. Say this is McCarthy City, Philippines. Save. And let's go back. Try to make this Bacoor, Cavite, Philippines. Save this again. And then let's go back to our details view. And now for our final editing, let's call this San Juan, Metro Manila, Philippines. Click OK. So we just created, we just edited our location apps to show you the actual location of those addresses. Now, what we did earlier is that we added a text field. Can make it on time. You see, the modifications that we made also has an effect here, okay? Because all of our modules of this system is centralized. The records that you put in here, if it is linked to another module, then the records that we made will reflect. Okay, so we're done on our first module. That's the inventory mode, the location module. Let's go ahead. We also made our modification. Let's go ahead to the next module. That's the inventory. Okay, this is how it looks like. So also have our tools. Again, this is the list viewer, and we have the list of our two records. The same illustration in all of the other modules. When you try to click one record here on the list view, you will be directed to the um, details view. Okay, so let's try to add another product. So click here. See, we have the automatic product number. Try to add a product name. So we already have the laptop and the mobile devices. Now let us try now an LED television. Okay, we don't have any choices here. Unit version 1.0. Okay, now if we want to add, this is 2.0. So add new and click OK. Now for our category, you can drop down and choose from the list. Okay, so let's click this as finished products. For the type, let's type product item. Okay, specification, this is Birch LED TV, this version 3.0. Okay, so again, for the source, it's coming from another department, which is on procurement. Okay, you can also add on the production. So let's try to save this. We want to add a picture or an image for that. What you have to do is to click here and you can choose. Okay, we have our image. Now to set our product location balance, you click here on the location code and then we will choose among the three records. So again, if you don't have all the choices, you can always click new button and then you can add. Okay, you will be redirected again to this module we're in, just like what we did on the previous. You can add your new records here. Let's try to click and choose our. Okay, good. So inventory number is automatically generated. Let's try to create 450 for the quantity. Okay, so creation time is already set by the system. Let's try to click save. And again, let's try to check. Okay, so it's good. When you click or when you hover your mouse here, the system is showing us the location code, and then under the inventory number, it's already created by the system. Okay, that's good. Let's go from here on the details view of this particular record. Let's go back, click here, and on the list view you can see that we already have our new records. Click here, schedule, scheduled for inventory. Inventory transfer. Okay, great. Now, we're done with our first module, is locations, and now we're discussing about the inventory. Before we jump to our next module, let's show you again how can we customize this. Click here on the change design. This time we want to add another component, so let's go here on our left panel and click on add component. Let's try to add a selection. So click here and then let's put it here. Say this is schedule, and since we want to make it a selection, you can simply drop down and choose selection. Okay, schedule is advanced, current, overdue. Okay, so we have three choices for our schedule. Let's try to save. So this is one modification that you can make. Okay, saving, let's exit. Okay, so we try to drop down. Okay, advance. Okay, let's try to save. Okay, we want to choose current. Okay, let's see if this changes has an effect on the other module. So let's go back for our laptop. Drop down, it's overdue, and then go back again for our mobile phone. This is current. Okay, so we just confirmed that the changes that we made, or the modification, we just added the free text field and a selection field, that it made an effect on all of the modules as well. So let's go back. Okay, now let's try to create another modification. What if we want to see some details here in our details view that you want to reflect here in our list view? So let's try to do that. Click on, and that particular component that you wish to see is the component or the selection field that we just created. So again, to do that, let's click on the change design. Okay, so we just created the schedule. Let's try to transfer here. So available fields that is on the list view, click here. So again, you can see here on our schedule, we already have that particular field. Check. Okay, so we have this already. Good. Now, if you want to filter this, for example, what you want to see are only those that are current. So click. Great. I want to clear the filters. Okay. So same for other fields. I want to click for the total summary. Okay, so count of 3. Drop down total summary. When you click here, then it's trying to compute and the total is 2,340, average 770, 784. Okay, so that's good. We have our stats, we have our row counter, a same principle that we use in spreadsheet application. Other examples are the Google Sheets and the Microsoft Excel, and all of the other spreadsheet application on mobile. Okay, let's try to create another modification. This time again on the details view. Click here. Since we're discussing about inventory, it's nice to have that we add a component wherein you can put on a barcode. Okay, so let's try to put this here. Let's call it the barcode. Let us make sure that the build time is set as a barcode. Click save. Okay, notice that we will just have to copy this Control C, our product number, and then put your cursor on the text field area of the barcode. So let's paste, click enter. Okay, so we just created a barcode for that. It's good. If you want to customize this, and here. Okay, there we have it. So the system already created the barcode for that, and the values that is the product number combination of the product name. So that's good. We just added another module. Sorry to save this. Okay, so let's add another customization. Now we want to check if this record has been approved. Okay, let's try to another field, call it the checkbox. Status. Let's make sure that this is a checkbox. Let's try to save this. So since this is a checkbox um, component, we have two choices if it is a yes or a no. Accept. Okay, so if you double click here, it means that when we try to save, okay, showing us that the status has already been checked. So we try to add uh, a text field, a selection field, a barcode, and a checkbox. And then we try to reflect this field that we have on the details view on our uh, list view here. So let's try to create another changes. Let's try to delete this, save, and then accept. Okay, so you can always change the size of this and also the design. Let's try to click here, and on the field settings, the styles, you can always change how it appears here, and then another darker area, because if you will be dealing with so many records, you might be, let's make this lighter. Okay, let's try the same. Okay, it's good. Down, try to click here, lighter image. down. Save. See, you can notice now illustrated in colors that the columns are separated. Okay, that's good. Now, we made some modifications here in our inventory modulus. Now let's go to the third module, and that is the location balance. Okay, so we try to hover here. Okay, and then check if our product number is correct. Okay, so from the details, we let's click one record and see the details for our location balance. Okay, so what's being shown is are the details for this one. Okay, let's try to create some modification. Let's try to click change the sign, and then from the field, let's try to add an image upload. Let's put it here. Image. Let's try the same and exit. I'll click here and save it. Okay, this is great. We just added our new image for that. We'll try to hover on this. Okay, so next customization or modification that we can make or add here is let's try to add an image upload. So click here again on the design, and then on the add component tab, let's try to add an image upload or file upload. Let's call it upload file. So save and exit. So in here we can upload the image only, but in here you can upload any file type or file extension. Let's try to check. Okay, great. Let's try to save. We're trying to add an image here. Okay, and here we're trying to add an Excel file. Okay, it's good. So let's try to add other modifications. Change design. Okay, now let's try to choose to add an email here. Select group, and then a signature, authorized signature. Okay, so save, and then click on exit. So forward first gmail.com, and then let's try to save this. Okay, good. And then for the authorized signature, let's click here. Let's try to type our signature. It's good. You can always load the signature saved in your personal setting, and you can upload or link it. So this is how it looks like. See. Okay, so this is good for companies that are looking for systems that can be customized. It already has a template, and what's good with this is that you can customize this system using orientation that is the same as how we work on spreadsheets, even on dealing with formula on a spreadsheet formula for example, Google Sheets, formula computation, and Microsoft Excel formula computation that we will discuss on our uh, during discussion. Okay, so we're done here. Let's now go to the next module of the environment, how to process outgoing and incoming stock. Okay, same illustration. We have the list view. We have the two records on the list. When you click here, you will be redirected to the next module. We already have the ongoing stock. Let's check if the product number is correct. So we have for our mobile and the location code. Try to click OK, and then okay, that's good. This is the one that we created on our previous module. And it's suggesting us, the system is telling us if you want to start approval. Um, this the same with our previous uh, lecture series, software review on spreadsheet to cloud database systems. And this system isn't only a template. You can always customize this, create your own system like this one, starting from scratch. And it's also always suggesting, and always gives notification on the reminder on what will be the next action that we have to make. If you're on the current version, if you came from the previous field now, so now, at the moment, it is the system is suggesting us if you want to click on start approval. So click here. Okay, let's try to approve. Okay. Requirement urgent. Let's try to save. You heard the sound. It means that the notification message from the of the approval request has already been granted. Okay, so send outgoing stocks. Let's try to click here. Okay, another modification that we want to put in and to show you is the formula computation. So let's give a very basic example. If you want to compute for example, the price, and then the quantity, and then the total. So we'll be for the formula computation using this system, the same orientation that we do in our spreadsheet applications, for example, in Google Sheets and in Microsoft Excel, we put on the formula on the field, on a computed field. So seeing in spreadsheet, the name of, we have to set the column letter and then the row number. So for us to compute the price, it will be multiplied to quantity, and then we will have the computation for the total. So click, put your cursor here, and then under the field settings, click on formula, and the formula for that will be price times quantity, and price value is B15, and we will multiply it by B16. Click the button apply all formula on sheets. Click save. Okay, and then click on exit. So price is 100. Okay, so system showing that the record has been locked from editing. So we just have to go here. In here you can see the actions made by this particular user. The name of the user, by the way, is John Doe. Okay. Not only the lag, but the modifications that this particular user made. So you can download the history of the logs, and then here is where we can unlock or lock records. So let's try to unlock this record. So we can edit this one. Okay. So the price is 100, quantity is 5,000. Okay, good. It already computed the total value. So let's start next 100, it becomes 10,000. So that's it. It's very easy to make some changes, customize the system if you want to create our uh, computation using formulas with orientation that is the same um, as we do in formula computation for Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel. That's why the title of this video or this video series, as you can observe on our YouTube channel playlist, is Spreadsheet to Cloud Database System. So it is as easy as dealing with spreadsheets that you can burn into a full system that you upload uh, online. Okay, so there we have it. We're done on the outgoing stack. Let's now go to the incoming stack transfer. This is the only record on our list view. Let's click here. So being asked if we want to put on incoming stacks, let's try to click incoming stack. Action incoming is completed. So this is the reverse of our previous. This time we try to set an incoming stack for our mobile phone. Location is okay, and then okay, great. So let's try to add a new record for LED TV. Okay, product number, drop down. Then we'll choose our LED television. The location code is in Baco or Cavite. Enter the number. Start to clear our filters so we can choose our correct, and that's the TV. Okay, so 150. Save. Okay, incoming stack time T. Before you can click on the incoming stack, we have to ask for approval first. Click save. Okay. Okay, so we can now click on action, stop, execution complete. There are one will action. Okay, so ongoing, please be advised. So using this command, you can also attach file so that you can send notifications on the team. And this part, when you click here, it is for the action. Okay. So it's great. We're done with this module. Now we go to the inventory transfer. We only have one record. Let's try to click on the list view. Okay, we just made transfer from this location going here, and then transferred it here. So let's try to ready for transfer. Okay, let's try to add new. So inventory number for, let's try for our TV product that is located here. We want to transfer 25 units to location code Makati. Try to save this. Okay, let's check on the inventory. Okay, on the location, and then okay, so it's good. And let's try to add other modifications that you can make here. Okay, again, to do that, click on the change design, and then under form settings you can see the access rights. So when you try to click here, um, this is the panel wherein you control categorize access according to users. So we have on our first the no rights. So even if that particular user is a member of your team, they cannot access any of what's inside the system. Now, the second is a survey user. It means that they can create and edit their own entries only. For the viewer, they can only view, and then the bullet, you can create and edit own entries and view all of the other entries. And last is the admin, wherein it has an access to all. So admin doesn't necessarily mean that they have access on what's in the background. Okay, you can add a user group in here, access rights for individual field and multiple versions. So as you can see, we have different types of users. So set for the management, the HR, the accounting, the sales, and the IT personnel. Okay, so that's it for our access rights. Now, when we go to add components, there are so many components that you can add, as you can see here. We showed it during discussion, and now we want to change the style, the positioning of, okay, you can put here style. Okay, so you can change the color, you can change position, you can change the layout, you can create your own design from scratch, your own database. Again, it is easy because it is the same and similar orientation on what we use on spreadsheet applications for Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel and other spreadsheet applications. Okay, so we also have our form tools. Okay, you can link and load from one sheet to another using multiple versions and use sheet from a subtable. You can show referencing on from existing sheets. Again, the title of this video is a video series is Spreadsheet to Cloud Database Systems, meaning you create a system using uploaded data of your company to spreadsheet. The system already has the template that you can customize. You can create something from scratch that you can use for your company, that you can always modify and customize. You can convert record, updated values if you have changes, update. Okay, we have form settings for the access rights. Just try to click here. Okay, that is the one that we discussed earlier. Actions. So what type of action? So do you want to create a workflow, redirect your team or your client to your URL? You can clone entry. You can permit or disable users to download spreadsheet files or PDF files. You can set permission if they can print. You can email and apply formula on record. You can lock the record. You can delete record. Okay, and you can restrict every user, every module, or every sheet if you want to impose security on your data. So for the reminders, when you click here, of course, and then for the conditional formatting, you can always make rules. Okay, this is intended um, for user that has a deep knowledge on spreadsheet formula, conditionals, and programming languages. Okay, so we also have our configure approvals. Since all of the sheets, all of the tables and databases, all of the modules are centralized, the regulars reflect, and then there are issues when it comes to chain of command of authority. So you can always set here, okay, configure approvals. You can click approvals, next step, and then so you can enable what? Start approval and approve step. Okay, you have this for advanced. You can limit this to be strict identity verification, allow reject approval. Okay, start approval after saving, and then you can choose from here. So it's more on the administration. Okay, you can choose different themes. This is more on the design. Done. Lawyer. Okay, that's good. And then other editing tools that you can make um, is if you want to modify application layout setting, and then pre-row columns if you want to lock it, and then of course the quick templates. So this is one of our favorite, wherein you can simply clicking on these icons, you have a choice if you want to request a template for quotation, a ready-made for sales order, a purchase order, customers, merchandise, vendors, delivery notes, contacts, opportunity, price list, invoice. So this is complete. Okay, the sales lead, the projects for the membership, employees, and expense tracking, material requisition, stock inventory, password tracker, job, timesheets, minutes of the meeting. So almost everything that we need is here. Events, document expire management, case notes, trip itinerary, book collection list, visitor self-declaration. Okay, so almost all of the administration tools used in managing this vast software system platform is already included here. What's good with that is that you can customize this. You can create your own version using something that doesn't require in-depth programming skills, just basic spreadsheet knowledge, like that one you use in for Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel. Okay, let's try to save and apply these changes by just clicking accept. Okay, click on tools and go back. Click on change design. Choose the themes and let's try to remove. Save and accept. Okay, let's see how it looks like on the printer friendly. Okay, this is how it looks like. I click, so we can click print. Okay, this is how it looks like on our printer setting. You can always set this, um, customize if you want to put it landscape. Or you can choose more settings. Okay, you can set the margins. You can print both sides. Background graphics. Okay, no. Okay, so this is how it looks like on our printer setting. That's good. Drop down. Let's try to create a report. So these are the list of reports that you can create. Let's try to create the dashboard report. Okay, great. This is how it looks like using the dashboard report. Okay, it's good. Try to go back. Now let's click on the ranking report. Okay, these are categories type. Okay, it's good. Let's go back. Pivot table. Category or type. Don't have any records yet. Try using other report to do list. Okay. Just mapping. So this is good for since we're dealing about inventory. So drop down. Let's try to click on choose. Okay, the address. We also have the label maker, the line wrap. Click and check. Okay, good. And the pie chart report. Okay, it's good. So we're done on the features of our inventory management system. For the upcoming videos, please stay tuned with us and join us as we review uh, systems and show you the features and the services that it can provide. Also, how to customize each systems using um, already the templates that are available, like what we showed in this discussion. If you want to change it and customize it using your own, creating your own from scratch. Now, for the coming videos, we will also be discussing about the accounting system. You can create your own system like this one. You can customize it. You can even integrate it with your existing ERP, or if you do not have yet, you can create your own. So it will feature the sales order, the purchasing, on the delivery, the billing materials. It will produce journal entries going to accounting report, and then you can link it with all of the other modules that you have if you have an existing ERP, or if you don't have yet, you can create your own using this system platform. On our previous videos, we discussed the sales order management, the inventory management, the purchasing management that we do on manufacturing companies. Please hit the link for you to have an update on those video series that we have here in this YouTube channel. Also for management and administration. We'll also upload together with our upcoming videos um, the spreadsheet to cloud database systems for human resources management that starts with the staff requisition, the job posting, interview invitations, application, resume and management, and job offers. So this is very useful and helpful in our department on the human resources. Okay, and of course, we're going to upload those also using the system platform. How can you create on your own a system for your management information system? Dealing with the user management, software assignment, and hardware, your IT request, licenses, and ID assignment. So this is good for managing your your software or system that you use in your company. Again, we would like to thank you for joining us in this video review. Um, we hope that you learned from the features and the services that this system and platform can provide. Again, this is web-based. At the same time, it also has an on-premise feature if you want to use your own server, and this is accessible on browser and laptop, desktop, and mobile applications for Android and for iOS. Um, if you have, it doesn't require a in-depth skills in programming languages. Even if you're not an expert in programming or in database management, um, you can create systems like this, wherein you can customize. It already has templates for you to play on, and if you once become familiar, you can do uh, complex systems for your company. Okay, and you can perform work from home. It's very easy to modify, just like what we showed you on the example. And even if you'll be dealing with formula computations, design, if you want to add components, you want to modify the system, the full layout of what is required of your company. So this system platform is very easy to use. Okay. Components. You have the field settings and the form settings. Okay. You can also set on your account your own company settings, where you can put your organization name, you can put on your own logo, also your custom banner, your company domain. Okay, banner for that. You have a login page greeting, 1 and 2, page layout. You can put on your own company watermark, even favicon and dark banner. So uh, this system provides complete and customized options for your company. And then you can also have a login page that has your company logo on it. Of course, on the administration for your IT department, um, security is very much strict when it comes to uh, these actions or the featured access settings. As you can see here, you can set all the security and uh, restrictions that you want. If you want to send reminders and notification, okay, so you always have an option to back up and restore and go back to recent changes, job schedules, and the maintenance for your database. Okay, and set the access rights, of course. if you want to impose strict monitoring and strict process on all layers. So again, thank you for joining us in this review. We hope that you learned a lot, and we hope that you learned from the features and services that this system can provide, uh, and how to customize and make modifications. Please stay tuned with us on our upcoming videos here in our video series entitled Spreadsheet to Cloud Database Systems, Templates that can be customized. Thanks for watching.